We have the Bowling Green Purples, head coach Calvin Head, student athletes Chloe Potter, Riley Campbell, and Josiah Franklin. Coach, comments, please.
Yes, hats off to McCracken County. Very, very good basketball team, well coached. We have a lot of respect for what Coach Sybil's does in that program and how he has his kids prepared and how they play. But I'm extremely proud of my kids. We just got a bunch of warriors and fighters, man. They just to the last buzzer, we were out there fighting and scrapping, and thought we had some chances. Some balls land this way, some shots fall this way. Could have gotten really interesting there, but extremely proud of the season that we had and being able to compete in the Elite Eight with a chance to go to the Final Four.
Questions? Right here.
Coach, you got that 8-point lead down to 4 to start the fourth quarter. Looked like you got back in it in about 9 seconds. They got it up to double digits. How big of a swing was that 90 seconds?
It was huge. We just had two big turnovers there. Claire shot the gap on us, and then they got out in transition, and it ballooned really, really quickly. We felt really good coming out in timeout. We felt really good about the set we were getting ready to run, but she kind of jumped the passing lane there, and then we kind of panicked there for just a smidgen, and you just can't do that against a good team like McCracken. I think their points off of turnovers, it was 15-9, 6-point differential, which that was how much we lost by. So when you look at that, kudos to them though. They again just very, very disciplined basketball team.
Very back.
Coach, obviously you have 3 seniors next to you. Obviously the road kind of coming to a close for them, but just tell us about these 3 girls and how much they mean to you and your program.
Well, again, I've kind of I just told them this in the locker room, and I've told everybody. This is my 7-year crew right here. They were in 6th grade when I got hired. So I like to say we became Lady Purples together. And so we've kind of been together for 7 years. So to allow me to experience this run with them is very, very special. All 3 of them has dealt with some different battles through the course of these 7 years. Whether it's injuries or just some other family things. And so to see the resilience, the toughness, the fight and grit in them, it's absolutely amazing. My message to them and the rest of them is that forget basketball. They're prepared now to go take on the world because the things that they have endured and been able to use basketball as an escape, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm very appreciative of them, and it's been great to watch them grow into the young ladies that they are today.
Right here on the side.
For Coach and the players, as tough as it is right now, when you look back on this in a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, how much satisfaction were you taking this run in a year when maybe people didn't expect you guys to even be in this position?
I'll start and then I'll let them kind of finish. This is what I just told them, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but when I tell you this group was left for dead, they were left for dead. Grave dug, shovels in hand, all right? And it was never about proving people wrong, it was about proving ourselves right, and they did exactly that. Right to the wire in this game, they proved themselves right. And that is, again, something that they're going to be able to leave Lexington and go back and take wherever they decide to do. 2 of them are on the fence about if they want to accept some offers to play. I don't care if they do or not. They're going to be prepared for whatever whatever curveball life throws them. And I told them to bet on themselves always.
lot of people didn't think that we'd make it this far, and I think a lot of people still don't believe that we should have made it this far, but I'm proud of my teammates, and I think that, you know, the people doubting us served as good motivation for us. We had this board at the beginning of the season that we made. It had all like the tweets and, you know, articles that came out about saying how we weren't good this year and that it was like time to rebuild and just take it as a loss. And Josiah's been bringing that board around with us ever since, I think, region or districts, and it's in the locker room, and I just think that, you know, we've proved a lot of people wrong, and I'm really proud of my team.
Any final questions? In the back?
This is for the girls. Obviously, being seniors, I know Chloe, you've kind of been dealing with a little bit of a back injury. Riley with your knee last year, coming back to play this year, and Sadi taking that injury to the knee in the district championship game and being able to push through. I guess it's for all of you. I mean, everybody kind of goes through injuries and stuff like that, some more extensive than others. How do you continue to push through the rest of the season and be able to finish the way that you all have, and just to be able to finish out your year in the right way?
I just think you have to think about who you're doing it for. If you're doing it for the school, you're doing it for your team, your parents, especially Coach Head. I don't care how much pain I'm in. I'd rather put my body on the line to win a basketball game than not play and potentially lose.
Yes. I agree with what Chloe said. It's like you just gotta know that you can do it, even if you feel like you can't. Like me personally, I was thinking about my teammates and doing as much as I could to help them, and I was determined to do whatever I had to do to be able to play. So.
I guess I also agree with both of them. Kind of what Chloe said, you just think about what you're doing it, who you're doing it for, and I mean what it means to yourself. I know all three of us have had different injuries, but I mean we've all worked to get back on the court, whether it's going to PT in the mornings or in the afternoon, or I know Josiah spent a lot of time during practice working on her knee so she'd be able to come back during region. But yeah.
Final questions. Final one right there on the front.
Coach, this is now the third game this season that you have played in McCracken County. Can you kind of talk about the defensive intensity that comes to the table from both teams when you match up?
Well, I think, again, we know each other pretty well. We were trying our best to keep Claire in front of us. You know, she got by us too many times and got to the free throw line. I thought in terms of keeping her field goals down, I thought we did a pretty good job. And the same thing with Buchanan. You know, Skaggs was huge for them. Claire collapsed us a couple times, and Skaggs got left wide open. She was 3 for 3, I think, from 3. I think all in the second half. And so, you know, defensively from them, I know he knows that we like to drive the basketball and then find Katie and Riley when we can. I thought they did a good job of taking some of our gaps away doing that. But it was, you know, the score was right where we needed it to be, honestly, right there in the 40s. It was right where we needed to be. You know, a shot here or two, you know, may change the landscape of it. But again, hats off to McCracken. We got a lot of respect for them. And I think it's mutual with his respect for us as well. So I thought our game plan was pretty good, other than leaving Skaggs those couple of times. But we got to pick our poison. Was we going to let Claire shoot a layup, or, you know, maybe hope Skaggs missed? So Skaggs knocked them down, and it kind of was the separating factor of the game.
Coach Head, congratulations to you and the Bowling Green Purples on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Great job, Calvin.
Thanks. I appreciate you.